break or throw it away. Every moment's one more chance to stand up or get in the way. So when I go, I want the world to know I won't bend, break or throw it away. Every moment's one more chance to stand up or get in the way. So when I go, I want the world to know I was alive. I was alive. I want the world to know I was alive. I was alive. I want the world to know.
Hello YouTube and welcome to Kentucky Motor Speedway, site to race number 18 of the NRSL Reebok Truck Series. And you know the drill at this point. Joining me in the booth is Stephen Paul III.
Yes, from Canada to Kentucky.
Easy for you to say. On the front row today is Preston Plord, who comes into this race 10th in the points with a win, and starting alongside one of the drivers trying to put himself into the wild card hunt, William Brock. Joshua Hyatt and Amanda Shelley make up row number 2, with Tom Shelley and the infamous Kyle Matthews in row 3. Zachary Fitzwater, Zach Flickinger make up row number 4, with Kev Shear and John Irvin in row number 5. Here's the rest of the starting grid as I hand it over to Steven.
Well, now we're here. Now we got to remember this is the old 2005 version of Kentucky. The pavement is kind of new. It's kind of not. This is not like the modern day Kentucky where the corners are really a lot closer. RJ looking for his 5th win. I don't think he'll be able to get it tonight, even though it's going to be a really short race. It's a sprint race. I'm going to look maybe at like Dylan Young or Tim Randolph, who fell out of the top 10 last week, trying to go for the win this week. And I look at Sky Commons and Tom Shelley both needing a really good cut run to catch RJ as he's starting in the back. So I picked those two also to win. And the final row was those two guys.
It was Chris Wilson, Alger Baranowskis as Here Comes the Command.
Drivers, start your engines!
Command has been given. We will carry 8 onboard cameras tonight should we need them. We'll start with the points that are carrying the Toyota onboard camera is RJ Reynolds. Next up, carrying the Dodge onboard is Sky Commons. Tom Shelley is carrying our Chevy onboard camera. John Irvin, the Menards onboard camera. Joshua Hyatt, the Good Sam onboard camera. Elijah Gilbert, the Napa onboard camera. Dylan Young, the Ford onboard camera. And finally, for the first time this season, carrying the Canadian Tire onboard camera will be Tim Randolph. Points coming in, it's pretty simple. There are 5 drivers who could leave here as the points leader. They are RJ Reynolds, Sky Commons, Tom Shelley, John Irvin, and Kev Shear. It is a 108-point lead for RJ Reynolds over Sky Commons, and 109 back to Tom Shelley, 131 to Irvin, and 148 to Kev Shear. Rest of the top 10 is Amanda Shelley, Joshua Hyatt, Elijah Gilbert, Chris Levier, and Preston Plord. Pace truck is off, field under control. The Coco via Toyota of William Brock. And the Dodge Ram 225 is green.
And also remember, last week we had 14 guys going for the points, and now we're down to 5. So the season started thin out.
Part of that is the points leader won last week.
True. Everybody to the bottom of the track right there.
Yep, and the top 3 are single file already. As I say that, though, Kyle Matthews now makes the move on Joshua Hyatt, looking for second as they go into turn 3.
Ooh, everybody washing up the hill here. This could be very interesting.
James Shelley was one of those that went up the track. Truck was a little bit tight through 3 and 4. He keeps it off the 59 truck, though.
The 98 of Zorline, I don't know where he's in points.
He was 14th coming in. He is holding one of the 2 wild cards, but if he can get into the top 10, it'll be a lot better for him. So,
yeah, he's looking. Oh, I was going to say he's coming toward the front, but his teammate just forced him 3 wide.
Yeah, true.
So up in the lead is Dylan Young now. He has passed.
No, it's still William Brock.
Oh, okay. The number is very blurry. That's my fault. As here comes Irvin.
And Joshua Osborne trying to go for third on Kyle Matthews. Matthews still looking... Actually, Matthews looking for that second top 5 of the season, I should say.
Well, I was expecting, based on practice, a little more like a plate race, but everybody's kind of single file. The tires are a little wearing. Here comes Irvin for the lead.
Yep. And 5 bonus points to the 88 as he takes the top spot there.
I think if Kyle wins, Charles is going to have the best reaction ever.
It would be one of those interesting things as Osborne's on the apron. I think the caution is out. Yes, it is, as we've had a wreck off turn 4.
Jess is damaged. That's not what Jess needs, battling for the wild card right there.
Looks like just a 2-truck incident, mate. Well, actually, there's damage to the 68 truck as well.
Well, at least we got an onboard for Randolph.
Yeah, true. So a lot of damage to the 84. Faith Rollins with damage as well.
Are we going to see pit stops? I doubt it.
No. And with that, let's take a look back at what happened. How about Baranowski's already up to 24th? Let's take a look back at what happened to bring out the yellow for the first time today. And we're back. Here's what happened going into turn number 3. They were 4 wide. And Qualls is going to push up into the 84, it looks like.
And with the old Kentucky, there's more room, but not that much room. Is then Sabrina Rogers.
Actually, they're wrecking up ahead. Oh. So let's actually...
Jess took out Jermaine.
Well, so let's actually figure out what happened to Faith Rollins then, because that's where the incident actually started. Well,
That's pretty selfish. Flickinger in the 9 just dumped Faith Rollins. No, got Sky Commons actually.
Really difficult to say. It looks like the 87 was looking for some room and hard hit.
That's a hard hit. All 4 tires off the ground in that truck. And then looks like people trying to avoid it caused the back wreck.
Well, Flickinger's trying to get away from the 87. Nowhere really for Shelton to go at all. And then Randolph just runs into the back of her. Jermaine, nowhere to go either.
Looks like the 5 got some damage. Wow, I wish we had an on-ball with the 16. Look at the job the 16.
Or it's even the 3 even.
Whoa, another great, man. Cole Deaver had a great save at Thornton. Now another great one here. We don't have an on-ball with them.
And we do have a few onboards, though, to take. Let's take a look at those, and then we'll get you back to the restart. Onboard, Tim Randolph.
Something I like to add during the one truck kind of pushed Randolph into the back of the 9. We saw that on the onboard.
Onboard, RJ Reynolds. And finally on board, Elijah Gilbert.
Wow. Wow, amazing drive.
Let's get back to the restart. And we are back. Top 10 on the restart here will be John Irvin, William Brock, Kyle Matthews, Joshua Osborne, Chris Olivier, Jonathan Zorline, Jack James, Joshua Hyatt, Kev Shearer, and Tom Shelley. Sky Commons, Samedos, Con Befode Sacco, James Shelley, Max Anderson, Zachary Fitzwater, Preston Plord, Amanda Shelley, Sam Young, Steve Pollard make up the top 20. Stephen Pollard III, Dylan Young, James Qualls, Alger Baranowskis, Alexander Rose, Sabrina Rogers, Seth Cole, Vince Almarego, Card Pollard, Binky Olivier, the top 30. Alex Perkle, Johnny Gardner, Delon Ebrahimian, Zach Flickinger, RJ Reynolds, Chris Wilson, Cole Deaver, Elijah Gilbert, Jessica Shelton, Trevor Germain, and Tim Randolph. The truck's still running. Only retiree after that last incident was Faith Rollins, who came into this race 37th in the points. It'll be her 4th DNF of the season.
Ouch. That's why they're at 37th in points.
Well, it's actually not the most that we've had. That one right now goes to Kyle Matthews with 6.
Well, by the rate, Kyle Matthews might actually have a win as we're coming back to the restart.
Yep, pace truck is off, and we are back to racing in the Dodge Ram 225 on lap number 8.
Now, we could see a new points there this week, too, as Tom Shelley is running up 10th and RJ's in 34th. So let's see how far up our Tom can get up there.
Yeah, it's definitely possible as Zorline now also makes the move on Louvier. That's already for 5th.
Yeah, everybody kind of single filing out. The tires are a little weird. Here comes Kyle. Kyle might have a shot at this.
Kyle's looking for 2nd on... Oh, some contact there.
Man, Zorline did not like Jennifer Jo Cobb.
Actually, I was looking more at the contact there in the battle for 2nd. The 52 and the 18 making some contact.
Never mind about Tom Shelley taking the points. How about Sky Commons coming to the field?
Yep, and Kyle looking for the race lead, maybe? He is just a truck win away from the clean sweep. Could it happen tonight?
Is Tim Randolph going to stop on track? He's going to hit him?
And here comes the Federated Auto Parts Chevrolet of Kyle Matthews.
Here he comes. It looks like he's going to take the lead, but does Zorline have anything to say about it?
Most likely. 5 bonus points to the 52. And now the ThorSport trucks are 2, 3, and 4.
But I think Sky Commons is going to have something to say for the end of this race about it. It says William Brock is dropping like a rock.
I think so too, as Commons, though, not able to hold it in there entirely.
Man, someone said Brock 3 feet up the groove right there.
Yeah, they did. Might have been Tom Shelley. Either that or James Shelley, one or the other. But I thought we had a battle for the lead.
Zorline's last, he had 2 straight wins in a row. Now he's trying to get back into the victory lane here.
Looking for win number 3 on the season if he can get it, as Kev Shear now goes for 4th on Sky Commons. And James Shelley, it's been a trying season for him, but he is the all-time winningest driver in the series with 7 wins.
Well, the Shelleys are having a bad year. Mary's having a rough year at Cup too, so it's just a down year for them.
Yeah, basically. Meanwhile, though, Kyle Matthews has a little bit of a gap.
He has a Toyota sandwich behind him. It's going to be interesting.
And meanwhile, here comes Irvin now, looking for 2nd on his Toyota teammate.
That is exactly That is exactly what it's Kyle Matthews wants to see them battling right here.
I mean, if there was someone that this series owed one to, it is Kyle Matthews. I am being honest.
Didn't he get, I think, wrecked out of the top 5 under caution last week, so definitely it's been a rough ride for Matthews in this series.
I mean, you look at Kyle Matthews in this series, his best points finish in any one season was 37th, and this is his 3rd season in the series. And right now he's 41st in points.
Here comes the 01 has moved into the top 10. Pollard looking for a clean sweep this season himself, too.
Well, John Irvin now to 2nd. Does he have anything for the 52?
I think he can get there. I think he's got a good enough draft, and we saw Irvin leading early, but it's going to be, can he get the run on him?
Meanwhile, just kind of lurking, Max Anderson, the Daytona winner. Kev Shear has yet to go to victory lane this season, but has 4 top 5s.
Also, but Anderson has not had a single top 5 since the win at Daytona, running 5th right now.
Yeah. And here comes Irvin. He's starting to close in on the 52 truck.
I think he's definitely going to get there, but can he get the run? Catching him is one thing, but passing him is another.
And does Zorline have anything for the 88 even?
I think Zorline's definitely hungry. Zorline wants that to definitely clinch himself into the chase because, so who has 2? Oh, he has, never mind.
He's the only one right now outside the top 10 in points with 2 wins. But
I think it's these 3 guys race to lose right now because they've cleared the pack.
And they're coming to 5 laps to go this time by.
Just a question. Where is Tim Randolph on the track?
Actually, it's Zach Flickinger.
They will not catch Zach Flickinger. I don't think.
And here comes the 88 making a move on the 52.
Not a surprise. Kerry comes down the inside, but can Kyle get the run back? Just like Matthews did on the 88.
Well, that's going to be the interesting question, though. We don't know it. Here comes the 98.
Well, look at his side-by-slide slows them down, and looks like Irvin can't get clear.
Well, he's clear of them for now, but can he gap them is going to be the question.
And I think the 98 is going to have the win. He's got a good enough car to catch him, but he's got to pass him.
Well, like you said, catching's one thing, passing's another. Meanwhile, the 92 has actually passed the 00.
I think if there was the 92, there's just three. If this was a 30-lap race, the 92 would catch him.
I think so too, but here comes Zorline now. 3 laps to go at Kentucky.
90, I think the 98's got this, but if they get side by side, they slow down by a few miles per hour, so they're gonna have a chance.
And here comes Zorline.
And will they catch the 9 truck? That's also the true thing too.
I think they're definitely going to catch the 9.
Oh, they're gonna catch it right now. What are we talking about? Oh, still everybody realize
3 wide for the lead.
Oh, who's gonna? Oh, that's what Kyle needs.
Kyle to the race lead, and the 98 and the 88 had to deal with the 9.
Here comes Anderson. Anderson's gonna make the move.
Well, Anderson's going to get blocked behind the 9 as well. Sam Young now to 4th.
Here comes Pollard.
Now Kyle Matthews with 2 laps to go.
Now can Shoreline get the run on the 52?
I think he's definitely going to be able to, but does Irvin throw his nose in there?
Well, if Irvin was a good teammate, he would not throw his nose in there.
Well, but here's the problem. Irvin's looking for his 2nd win in the season.
I think,
and he's going to go for it.
There goes the win. That's it. No, if he clears him, he's going to. Nope, there he goes. Kyle Matthews got it now.
Down the back straightaway for the final time.
Definitely got it now. They go 3 wide.
And through 3 and 4, it's the Dodge Ram 225, but it's Chevy on top. Kyle Matthews wins in the Reebok Truck Series.
Good win to Kyle. What a finish.
First career win in the Reebok Truck Series.
Anderson denied even a top 10 finish. Jesus.
Jeez, yeah.
RJ Reynolds 31st. Ouch.
And
Balfour.
oh, wow. Who had that one? They're going to give that one to Randolph, apparently. How close was that one for 38? Only 4 thousandths. So it's Kyle Matthews picking up the clean sweep as he gets his first career Reebok Truck Series win, and it comes at Kentucky of all places. Top 10 today: Kyle Matthews, John Irvin, Sam Young, Jonathan Zorline, Stephen Paul III, Dylan Young, Samed Ozkan, William Brock, Vince Almarego from deep in the field gets the top 10. And Chris Olivier rounding out the top 10. Steven, your final thoughts?
What a great sprint race. I wish the Cup and the Hooters raced here, but you know what? I enjoyed the race. Kyle Matthews, a well-deserved win. It looks like we're definitely not going to have a 2 points leader because Tom Shelley finished 23rd, and I think Commons isn't even the top 28. Well, I had a fun time at Kentucky. Yeah, where did he end up?
30th.
Wow, 30th. Ouch. He was in the top 10. Me and Charles are going to experience some jet lag flying to Japan. We're going to have some sushi rolls, and we're going to watch some good racing. So, see you guys then.
Yep. Congrats to Kyle Matthews. He finally gets it done. Maybe a step in the right direction for him in this series. He'll definitely move up, I think, from 41st, and maybe, just maybe, he might be able to crack the top 35 in points by the end of the season.
He'll get 36.
Hey, you know what? That'd still be a best for him. But either way, congrats to Kyle Matthews on completing his clean sweep of the series of winning in all 3 series. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't today for more gaming related content and racing related content as well. I'm Gorn Fan 2-1. Thanks Steven for joining me. This has been a production of the NRSL. I'll see you guys next time.
See you guys.